Hello, this is Chris Smith from the Eagle Tribune sports writer and author of the blog Smitty on Baseball here talking about the Boston Red Sox as usual. Today's topic, will Jonathan Papelbon perform in 2011? Will he have a bounce-back season from his poor season in 2010? I think yes, Jonathan Papelbon will rebound. He will have a very good year in 2011. But first, I want to look at his 2010 season. He had a 3.90 earned run average, the worst of his career. He had 8 blown saves, also the worst of his career. He had a 1.269 whip, walks and hits per innings pitched, the worst of his career since 2005, when he pitched in 17 games, made 3 starts, and had a 1.471 whip his rookie year in 2005. I think one of the most alarming things with John Papelbon is the amount of walks he's allowing each of the past 2 years, or the amount of walks he's allowed each of the past 2 years. In 2008, he allowed 1.0 walks per 9 innings pitched. In 2009, that rose to 3.2. In 2010, that rose to 3.8. So each of the past 2 seasons, he's allowed more than 3 walks per 9 innings pitched, and that's definitely something alarming that needs to be looked at and examined as spring training unfolds here soon. I think that another thing that is alarming is the amount of hits he's allowing per 9 innings pitched. He was at 7.7. That's too many hits per 9 innings pitched, definitely for a closer. He's just allowing too many base runners. However, I think he'll have a bounce-back year for 2 reasons. I think he'll be a very inspired pitcher this year because free agency is looming. He's going to become a free agent in the 2011 offseason. And I think that that will inspire him. He's been someone that's looked forward to free agency for a very long time, looked forward to capitalizing on free agency, making as much money as possible, and I think that will definitely inspire him and make him pitch well. Also, the fact that he's got 2 fireballers right behind him in the bullpen is another reason. I mean, he's got Bobby Jenks right there. He's got Daniel Bard. Bobby Jenks closed for the Chicago White Sox for most of his career. He's also got Daniel Bard right there, who's supposed to be the closer of the future, who's thought about to be the closer of the future for the Boston Red Sox. So those 2 guys, and he in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking that one of those 2 guys could take his job at any time if he fails and he starts blowing games at the rate that he did last year. So I think that he's definitely got some motivation this year to pitch well. He's got free agency, as I said, looming. He's got those 2 guys behind him. I think he'll have a very good 2011 year. He's definitely a fireballer at the back of the rotation, and he's complemented well by Bobby Jenks and Daniel Bard, who are also guys that are going to strike out a lot of players. They're 3 guys that are really, so if John Papelbon pitches well, this could be one of the best bullpens we've ever seen in Red Sox history. One thing was positive with Papelbon is that his strikeout rate has stayed steady each of the past 4 seasons. He's had over a 10. He's struck out 10 or more batters per 9 innings pitched each of the past 4 seasons. So that's something that we've got to look at and say that's a positive. But this is Chris Smith, Eagle Tribune sports writer, saying John Papelbon will have a bounce-back year in 2011. I want to hear all your comments, some of your feedback, what you